In a small village, there was a young man named Arjun. Despite living in poverty, he nurtured big dreams. His father was a humble farmer, and his mother worked as a seamstress to make a living. From a young age, Arjun was accustomed to hardships, but he never thought of giving up. Life was already difficult for his family, but misfortunes kept coming. One day, his father suddenly fell seriously ill. All the little money they had was spent on medicine and treatment. Soon after, a drought struck, ruining the crops and depleting their food supply. The villagers advised Arjun to leave and seek better opportunities elsewhere. But he wondered, is running away really the solution? Instead of fleeing, he decided to stay and face the challenges. He worked as a laborer in nearby fields, but his earnings weren't enough for his father's medicine. Meanwhile, his friends started distancing themselves from him as he no longer had time to have fun like before. Life became increasingly difficult, yet Arjun persisted and refused to surrender to fate. One night, when there was nothing left to eat at home, Arjun saw his mother quietly shedding tears. The sight broke his heart. Feeling trapped and hopeless, he decided to seek advice from an old saint in the village. The saint listened to Arjun's story, smiled, and handed him three things: a carrot, an egg, and some coffee beans. "Boil these in water and come back to me tomorrow," the saint instructed. Though Arjun did not understand the purpose, he followed the saint's advice. The next day, he returned with the three items. The saint asked, "What happened to the carrot?" Arjun replied, "It became soft." The saint nodded and continued, "And the egg?" Arjun answered, "The inside, which was liquid before, became hard." Finally, the saint asked about the coffee beans. Arjun observed them and said, "They didn't change, but they turned the water brown and made it fragrant." The saint smiled and explained, "Life is like boiling water. Some people are like the carrot. They start strong but become weak under pressure. Others are like the egg. They appear the same on the outside but become hardened and emotionless inside. But those like the coffee beans do not let the situation change them. Instead, they transform the situation to their advantage." Hearing this, Arjun realized he didn't want to be weak or indifferent. He decided to be like the coffee beans, to change adversity rather than let adversity change him. After learning the lesson from the saint, Arjun resolved not to let circumstances defeat him. Instead of lamenting his fate, he sought to turn hardship into opportunity. With newfound determination, he borrowed a small amount of money from the villagers and started a small shop selling vegetables and fruits from his family's land. At first, the business was tough. He had to wake up early every day to harvest crops and take them to the market. The shop had few customers initially, but Arjun didn't lose hope. He persevered, listened to people's feedback, and gradually improved the quality of his products. Through hard work and dedication, his business started to thrive. Before long, he earned enough money to afford better treatment for his father and ease his mother's burden. Those who once advised him to leave the village now admired his persistence and resilience. His story spread throughout the village, inspiring many others. From a poor and desperate young man, Arjun proved that hardship is not the end, but an opportunity for growth. Life always presents challenges, but what matters is how we respond to them. Will you become a weak carrot, an emotionless egg, or a strong coffee bean that transforms its surroundings? Arjun chose to be the coffee bean, and in doing so, he changed his destiny. Life will always challenge us with difficulties and adversities, but what truly matters is not what happens to us, but how we respond. Arjun's story is a powerful testament to this truth. Faced with countless hardships, his father's illness, failed crops, and the loss of friendships, Arjun stood at a crossroads, to give up or to keep fighting. If he had chosen to run away in search of an easier path, he might have remained trapped in poverty and despair. But instead, he decided to face his struggles head on. The lesson from the saint changed his perspective. Through the metaphor of the carrot, egg, and coffee beans, Arjun realized that hardships are inevitable, but how we react determines our fate. He didn't want to be a weak carrot or a hardened egg. He wanted to be like the coffee beans, turning challenges into opportunities for growth. With resilience and determination, Arjun rebuilt his life. From a struggling young man, he became a successful individual who could support his family and inspire his entire village. Those who once doubted him now respected and admired him. Arjun's story is more than a tale of perseverance. It is a reminder for all of us. When faced with difficulties, will you choose to be weak, become indifferent, or rise above and change your circumstances? If life puts you in boiling water, be like the coffee beans. Turn adversity into motivation to grow. Life continuously tests us with hardships and challenges, but what truly matters is how we face them. Arjun's story is a testament to that truth. When thrown into adversity, people react in three different ways, just like the carrot, the egg, and the coffee beans. Some are like the carrot, strong at first but quickly breaking down under pressure. Some are like the egg, unchanged on the outside, but growing cold and unfeeling inside. But those who are truly strong are like the coffee beans. They don't let the situation define them. Instead, they shape the situation to their advantage. Arjun chose to be the coffee bean. Rather than giving up, he transformed his life through perseverance and effort. As a result, he not only overcame hardship, but also inspired those around him. If you are facing challenges, don't see them as something trying to break you. Instead, understand that they are making you stronger. You can stay positive by pushing through difficulties and changing your mindset. Hardships will come, but you can be the coffee that turns them into opportunities. In life, challenges are inevitable. Everyone faces difficulties, but the most important thing is how we respond to them. Arjun's story is a clear example of this truth. He once faced immense hardship, his father's illness, failed crops, and extreme poverty. But instead of giving up, he found a way to turn adversity into opportunity. The lesson from the old saint helped Arjun realize that people can choose how they react to hardships, becoming weak like the carrot, emotionless like the egg, or strong like the coffee beans. Arjun chose to be the coffee bean. Through perseverance and unwavering determination, he changed his circumstances, overcame hardships, and built a better life. His story inspired many in his village, teaching them that attitude toward adversity shapes one's destiny. When facing challenges, remember that you always have a choice. Don't let hardships defeat you, and don't become indifferent to life. Be like the coffee bean, strong, persistent, and capable of turning adversity into opportunity.